Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Let's keep doing things in this place. Alright. So we can take a... Alright, we can take a little bit of a shortcut this way. And that'll get us somewhat back to where we were. I think we still have stuff on the other floor that we need to do. Not much to report as far as skill increases and level ups and stuff. I did dump a few books onto Miko, so I got things like affinity, resistance, accuracy, evasion, things like that. So her resistances are actually pretty close to actually capping out. Silence is really the only thing that stands out. Shock and debuff, there's a slight chance that she can be affected. Right, so let's keep going this way and clear this part of the map. An okay amount of money. That or my standards have lowered, but that is also a possibility. Kill everything. Alright. I'm glad we've been pretty lucky about getting the initiative on those tops, because I'm pretty sure they still outspeed Nettery. Spartan's Tome Energy. Yeah, I think I have one of those I think Spartan's the tier 3. No, it's a tier 2. So we have two tier 2s of the TP boost 2, which we don't really need that badly. We're not really hurting on stamina in most cases, especially since we're using Sine. I mean, eventually I could probably afford to drop Sine, since we don't really need her passives anymore. Still, good to have though. Alright, we already jumped down that hole. Let's jump down another one. We'll jump down this one. Alright. Look at that, skirting right by. And then stairs here. Alright. We'll go up here since we're already over here. Oh, Miko, there's something I wanted to ask. You mentioned that there was something on the 22nd floor that was glaring at you, then suddenly you lost control. That's been bugging me. Ah, that. I did forget to explain about that portion. I was too caught up on the Divine Sword and the elemental barriers. Although I was caught unaware from behind, I definitely recalled the sensation of something staring at me fiercely right before I lost control of my body. That has to be... It is almost definitely the power of the Yamata no Orochi. Indeed, I was uncertain at the time, but with what we know now... Oops, sorry, I cut myself off there, so feel free to pause the video to read that previous message. We would definitely have noticed its powerful aura if its real form was able to move around freely, which leaves few possibilities. Perhaps it was dispatched. It dispatched one of its familiars to perform the deed. This is more of a guess, but if the Yamata no Orochi truly had familiars that could evoke such power with a mere stare, then why would it need to make imposters of us that now floor the underground? Ah, that is true. That would not make sense. So, it isn't a familiar, but it isn't the real Yamata no Orochi either. Perhaps it's more like it sent a weakened portion of itself, a copy spirit in essence. I see. In essence, it sits in its stronghold while trying to materialize itself fully and sends out weakened copies of itself to render helpless all who try to approach. It would be a truly fearsome opponent under normal circumstances. But as long as we have the Ame no Murokuma with us, it's nothing we have to worry about. Indeed, however, even though we can guard against its attempts at manipulation spells, we still do not know what other tricks those copies have up their sleeves. We still should be careful. Honestly, how much can we even prepare for that? All we can do is wait for them to try and pull something, then deal with it on the fly. Now, don't get discouraged. The knowledge that the opponent may have something up its sleeve, it will make us more prepared when push comes to shove. True enough. And most of all, we should speed through this place so that it doesn't even get the time to pull something on us. Let's get this whole mess cleaned up quick, then go back to the inn for another late-night party. Goodness, Marissa, I did not know your group partakes in such enjoyable occasions. I take it that once this whole incident is over, we will be invited as well. You got it. I'll drown you in sake till you're begging for mercy. Crown Princess, it is always nice to have something to look forward to after such important events, no? Marissa, you believe you can outdrink us? Once the Yamato no Orochi is dealt with, you can prepare yourself to eat your words. Ha, you're on. Oh, right. I've been charging our inn expenses to the Kirasami family this whole time. Yeah, I'm not going to think about that too much. I believe you should prepare yourself for the consequences, Ah! Oh, it's you. Jeez. That was a fright. Stop reading people's minds already. Prepare yourself, Oh... I didn't know our group would turn out this huge. Hopefully Marissa's father isn't angry. Alright, so we actually got some dialogue on this floor. Sorry for skipping that one line. I accidentally tapped the progress button and I could not back out, which is a bit unfortunate. Infinity Gem. The upper floors are definitely, they feel a lot quieter. I mean, the lower floors, you just, take a few steps and you find another one of those clones. And this, it's just like, alright, do whatever. Deity Emperor's uniform. Feel like I missed it. There it is. Magic Mind, HP, Defense, and all of that. Okay, oops. So you've been using that. So I could... If I did that, it wouldn't be much of a benefit. So if I were to do this, it would pretty much guarantee I'm practically resistant to everything but shock. It also gives a huge amount of defenses, as well as some extra HP. So you know what? Why not? You can have it. What about you? You're kind of okay. And I don't think you need anything either. Not really. Mamazo, anything? I mean, I guess I could give you something slightly less volatile. Also, I don't remember what item I unequipped. So this I would give up all of that. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, onwards. I mean, it doesn't make too much of a difference. I guess the affinity, the resistances definitely make a difference, because status effects. Jeez. Just throwing everything at us. I mean, we get 45,000 money each time, which is not bad. Can we get away with this? Let's find out. Well, I definitely can now. Boop. Yeah, if I have initiative, I can easily just recover MP and then blow everything up. Because, you know, she's over like 1,000 speed now. Alright, so we're over here now. Okay. What do we got here? Road opens with when you have the water barrier taken care of. We do not have that. Alright, so we can get through that. For what it's worth. 200,000 money. That's actually respectable. Oh man, you're gonna be burnt out pretty quickly there. Oh, okay. I thought Mailing got the kill there. Alright, we can just go up here, okay. But we're definitely not going back. Alright, so we're now here. There's something on the floor. Could this be? Ah, another one of those. Kokoro's Mask Cheer. This is one of Kokoro's masks, isn't it? And another one, you say? We've been finding these masks during our travels around here, and I have no clue why. Here's the rest of them. Wow. Wait. These masks are of anger and pathos. Marissa, let me guess. These two masks were found at the underground. Ah, were they? I don't remember. Pretty sure that's where we picked them up. I see. And this Mask of Joy was found on the upper floors, correct? Bullseye, how'd you know? Through the divine virtues of Toyosoto Mimi, naturally. I'm kidding, of course. This is merely my conjecture. But I believe Kokoro herself was the one who placed the mask all over the tree. Eh? Huh. Why would she do that? To enhance the power of the mask, perhaps. Remember about Kokoro's new Mask of Hope? It's apparently made too well. She's been worrying recently about whether she can make full use of it. She probably thought to increase the power of her other mask first, which would subsequently increase her own power. Putting her negative mask with the underground ghost and the positive mask with the divinity of the upper floors was likely her way to achieve that. From what I could see of the mask, I have to accept that it worked to some degree. Sounded kind of hesitant there. It's all good as long as it works, right? I don't know how well it works now that we've picked them all up, though. We've done her a favor by doing so, actually. We have the Mask of Joy, Cheer, Anger, and Pathos here. The base of all emotions. Now, imagine how the owner is doing without them. Ah, I get it. Indeed, I do understand her desire to master her Mask of Hope even a second faster. But to go as far as to scatter all of her main emotion masks for the cause, she really is too impulsive sometimes. We can't even be sure if the 4 masks we found are all the ones that she scattered around. At the very least, these 4 main masks can tide her over while we take other measures if necessary, though we still have to get them to her and fast. She's supposed to be a Tsukumogami, right? She and Kagosa really ought to be told to stay closer to their main artifacts. Haha, we can tell her once we find her. With her 4 most important masks with us, she can be very far away. She can't be very far away. Not the brightest, is she? Oh well, let's find her and get these masks to her quick. Okay, I was just seeing if anything popped up the map. Don't see anything. Because I think 4 masks is what we need. Alright, so now we're here. So I'm just going to go up these stairs real quick. There's something in that middle floor. Alright then. Let's go pay to visit. And by pay to visit, I mean get lost. There we go, this way. Alright, so yeah, we can just go up here. And say hello to this. Rainbow, there's some girl spacing out here. If it's coming from you of all people, then I imagine she has to be really out of it. Oh, it's you. Oh, we finally found you. Sure enough, scattering the mask governing the main emotions has. I get it. So that's why she's like this. Thinking about it, she looks spacey pretty much all the time. Hey, Kokoro, we've got all the masks you scattered right here, so get a grip. Thank you? Why are you even saying that like it's a question? This is what happens when you don't fully understand what your power entails. At this rate, you still have a long way to go to master the Mask of Hope. Oh. Then what should I do? I don't want to become a mere object again. I have to learn to use hope as soon as possible. I can understand how you feel about this. There's no shame in doing your utmost to fulfill your objectives and protect your own life. How about you try raising your own potential as a Gomaigami instead? How would I do that? Well, for example, you could accompany Rainbow and the rest of us on this adventure and solve this incident we're having now. I'm sure the experience would be good for you. Turn. You're not supposed to voice your actions. You know, just turn to face me quietly. Is it okay for me to go with you? We'd welcome you with open arms, right, Rainbow? You sure think you have a lot of authority for having joined up just a few floors back. But both ways, you're right. The scale of this incident is getting kind of big. We'd gladly have you along to help, Kokoro. Okay, let's do our best. Bow. Stop voicing your actions already! Hata no Kokoro joined the party. Alright, we got a new person. And I believe she does have mechanics involving her mask. But that's about as far as my burnt out memory can go right now. Much like the previous video and the video before that, like I'm still kind of getting my bearings and trying to get back into the swing of things. Kind of wish all the games I've been playing don't have the same time frame for their freaking anniversaries. Lots of events going on. Alright, let's go this way and see what we can get going. Alright. Pull. And now we're over here. Alright then. Also, we do need to go all the way back to that one area because we now have the... Oh no, we haven't not done the water one yet. That was the Kokoro event. Special item, Explorer King's Legend. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, got it. It's just, more item find. Alright, we'll deal with you in a second. Hey, a dragon. Nice. Punch. Oh, okay. That was not as effective as I hoped it would be. We might take some damage here. Mountain Breaker? Oh, we're gonna get... Oh, you're just fast enough. Good for you. Dragon's Mane. Okay, we've gotten this before. Alright. Alright, so this is going to take us back. That's fine. And cool. Alright, so yeah, let's go grab that wind path. Got hit with the top. Meteor Drive. Sorry, I'm getting messages. Ninja's proof. We could be a ninja. A book that records some pretty shady stuff unlocks the subclass ninja. It It claims that going nude will give you similar AC to an M4 Sherman. Not sure exactly the reference, but I'm not going to question it. Alright. So yeah, unless I go to the south area and all that junk, we may be good to go. Let's go ahead and head back. So let's go grab Kokoro. And we'll see what she's got. Alright. Infernifigiri. Wait, which one's a Jiri again? Sorry, my blank has been going mind right now. Is it Byakuran? Is Byakuran the Hijiri? Yeah, I don't remember. They should use, like, I don't even know if it's their first or last names. It's all confusing. Alright. Yeah, I think it might be referring to Byakuran, but I'm not sure. It sounds like Byakuran. Anyway, Phantasmal Emotion Transfer. Using Concentrate gives the user a mask effect, giving stat changes to all allies and enemies. Using it rotates the mask effect. There's Joy, which does increased attack and defense, but reduces magic and mind. Anger, which does attack and magic, but reduces both defenses. Pathos, which is magic and mind, but reduces attack and defense. And then Cheer, which increases speed, but reduces attack and magic. When Miko is at the front, debuffs from the mask effects on allies are reduced. Neat. 66 emotions convergence. If any of the mask effects are active in battle, the user receives 2.5 times of the stat changes. Okay. Manipulation of emotions. If the user has an attack with a mask effect active, the stat debuff portion from the mask effect is inflicted as an additional stat debuff. If the user heals an ally with the mask effect active, it does the stat buff portion as an additional buff. The lost emotion, concentrate command will recover 1/3 MP than normal, and the ATB bar is set to 8,500 instead of 5,000. If efficient concentration is also learned, the MP recovered will be 1/2 of normal. So yeah, that was the thing, because obviously to get her mask on, she has to concentrate. So making her concentrate actually faster is probably a good idea. Of course, usually you don't want to rely on concentrate to recover MP unless you have certain characters that actually specialize in it. So this is probably fine for her. For Humorous Possession, a wind attack hits its magic base, hits everyone, targets all enemies with a magic attack. Properties of the spell and ailment inflicted changes depending on which mask is active. Invigorated Kagura Lion, single enemy physical direct attack, so it's a physical attack. Spell that targets a single enemy gives a Fighting Spirit +1 effect. It's maxing at skill level, has better stats than other similar cost spells, so it can do reliable damage even with stat bonuses split between attack and magic. Worrisome Man of Ki. All enemies does wind plus nature, and it's a composite magic attack, so it uses both attack and magic. No special effects, but its dual element nature gives it more flexibility. And that is everything. Interesting character. I kind of need to do more research if I really want to consider using her. And right now, I mean, I've kind of got a decent setup right now, so I don't exactly want to up my level too much higher. The other thing, of course, is we have subclasses. We got the Ninja. This subclass excels against status afflicted enemies. It possesses skills that increase damage against afflicted enemies or reduce damage taken by afflicted enemies. Ninja Mastery gets you increased speed, evasion, and all ailment resistance are slightly increased. Cat's climbing onto my lap. Okay, there we go. And I'm trying to find my keyboard again. I am failing. There it is. Armor Pierce. The user ignores 12.5% of the enemy's defenses. Okay. Iron Oxide Caltrops. When the user is at the front, the enemies are always afflicted with a 4% speed debuff. Damage taken from enemies afflicted with ailments is reduced by 8%. Damage dealt to enemies inflicted with ailments is also increased by 8%. Assassination Sword. Direct attack, so it's physical, I think. Spell that targets a single enemy, boasts a high damage multiplier that inflicts death and defense debuff to its target, but its base power is quite low. Swift Speed. Subclass spell that gives a speed buff to the user. The buff is quite small, but it has a short delay. So, interesting. I don't really know if there's actually anyone that really makes use of this. But it's there if you want it. Right now, honestly, Transcendent is pretty kind of just the default go-to for most of these characters nowadays. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Hero. This was Labyrinth of Touhou 2, and I'll see you guys next time.